How's it going, guys? Coffee here. Today I wanted to showcase what I believe is closer to at least the final form that I'm going to be having for this Pathfinder build, and the build I've been using to farm fully juiced maps with the League mechanic, as well as doing Heist and all content on this, Delve, etc. And this is the Pathfinder. I have swapped over to Penance brand of Dissipation over Reap. The damage on it in PoE is showing just about double. It's showing just about double of what it was before. So with Penance brand, you're getting a little over 8 mil per brand now, versus like the Reap in its final form was getting 8 mil. That was including Vol Reap and with hitting with 3 of the Reaps and everything. And it's a little bit easier on the hand. Instead of having to stand and hold right click for a really long time with Reap, you're able to just throw the Penance brands down every few seconds and let them do their thing. From the last video, I don't think too many things have really changed. My gloves still are here, just the same conversion gloves with a nerve on them. I did get an upgraded ring here, an upgraded onslaught on hit ring with buff effect and mana reservation efficiency. Belt is the same, chest didn't change. I upgraded my Defiance of Destiny to a perfect one. And helmet, same. I might have crafted a new ring. I don't remember if this was here or not. This is just an essence craft. This is just Essence of Hysteria. This still actually has an open prefix that I could slam something on if I wanted to, but I'm not sure if I want to do that yet. And then the boots are the same. I didn't change anything with those. I did get an upgraded scepter. I actually got this for like 30 chaos. So if you just look around for alternating scepters with either an open prefix or suffix, you can probably find a solid one for your build. So I saw this one. I was looking for high cast speed, and this one had an open suffix for the crit multi, and I checked it in PoB and it came out ahead. Other than that, I think the things that have definitely changed before, I'm using some new charms. I'm still using the suppression charms with the suppression with fizz damage is extra, and then fizz damage is extra with some recover life. And then I am actually using this last one here, which is nearby corpses explode when you war cry. This has actually been really, really huge for clear, and it's been a huge quality of life upgrade for when it comes to things like Abyss or even Expedition. Because once you get a lot of the white and magic monsters down, when you have just those few really, really tinky rares, you hit your Enduring Cry or whatever war cry you're using, and you end up exploding like close to 100 corpses, which instantly pops the rares. So I was messing around with a version of this that was actually running an inspired learning up in this path up here. You can actually go that path if you want to run a smaller cluster jewel here, just like a normal sized one that would only be using 5 slots instead of using 12 here. You could be running a cluster jewel up here with inspired learning if you want just a better clear. Your overall defenses and other things are going to be harder to get, but that is a route you can go. For me, this one is basically generating all of the chaos res that I have. So if you see here, I'm fully res capped 77 all. And with your armor, you have 2 choices. You can either go with hatred if you are going for extra damage, or if you're going with determination, you're getting the extra defenses. They're both going to be in the PoB, so if you want to toggle between the two, you can see what it looks like for each. We are running an inspired learning here in the middle, and we are pathing all the way over here for Runebinder, as well as this armor and energy shield mastery in order to get the last 10% physical damage converted off of physical. So by actually pathing over here, we are getting ourselves over to 100% of physical damage is taken as elemental or chaos. So we don't actually really need armor as much anymore because of that. I mean, armor is helping with all of our elemental defense, but our elemental defense is so high already that we don't really need a ton of armor for most things unless you're doing like really, really, really hard stuff, because Defiance of Destiny is keeping us up so well. On top of that, we are elemental resistance capped to where we can take the altars here for the like negative 50% res altars that you get for Eater. And with the Watcher's Eye, wherever that is, we are unaffected by elemental weakness as well. So that ensures that we stay res capped, even if we're like taking altars and things like that. I did, I believe, pick up a new that which was taken, which is again covering the bleeding immunity, giving me frenzy charge on hit, as well as some suppression. And then we are just using a Balance of Terror and a Rational Doctrine over here in the corner. And other than that, this last jewel, I am undecided if I want to run this as an armor jewel or just run it as a different jewel. So this is kind of a flex spot. If there's anything in the build that's definitely going to get changed, it's this, because this is just a random jewel that I had in my stash right now. For the Atlas, I have been running these a little bit differently than most people do. I haven't been running Wandering Path, and I have not been running Beyond. But that's only because I've been running Heist stuff still, because I don't really feel like going and buying Heist contracts. But I'm in the process of debating just actually fully switching to just speed farming Heist contracts, because Simplex amulets are going up in price at a ridiculous rate. I ended up getting a Simplex amulet drop maybe 4 or 5 days ago, and it sold for like 110 divines. That same Simplex amulet drop that I got would be like 180 divines now, and if you get an eye level 85 one, it's like 400. So at this point, I'm thinking Heist might actually be the way to go with just spamming blueprints, because the amount of blueprints that you are getting with your secret stashes here and everything, especially if you end up either putting in points into Stream of Consciousness as well, and not even just running any scarabs and just speed farming maps, it might actually be more profitable than what you're getting in maps right now. So that's something to consider if you're running like a lower, you don't want to even have to juice the maps, or your character is not capable of juicing the maps, then I would just pick up all the Heist stuff and literally just spam contracts as much as you can. Pick up any Defiance of Destiny, and you can literally throw it on any build and go Heist farm with it. I was doing that with my Shockwave Totem character, which is normally not the tankiest character, but by doing that, it added a huge layer of defense. So I'm going to include the POB below, and I'm going to leave some footage here of like a juiced C16 map from last night. If you have any questions, then leave them in the comments down below, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. And other than that, see you in the next one.